Hey guys, Paint with Rick. Welcome to another video. Here's a kit you can get at Michael's for $7.99. I just put all those paints on my palette right there, a little bit of each color. And we're going to try this set of oil paint and see how, with my technique, see if we can do a cool landscape with those colors. So let's get started. I thought we'd do like a blue sky. Let me see if I can get a layout here, what I want to do for you. So I'm thinking we'll have a mountain back there, and then we'll have I think I want to have trees coming from this way, and then getting smaller over here, and then we'll put a foreground down here so we can run a couple big evergreens so we can put maybe snow on them trees. I'm not sure yet. And then maybe either we'll put water in here or just run some snow dunes in here. Let's get started with the sky. I'm using all these chip brushes, so with that brush, make sure you got a paper towel in your left hand to wipe off. I'm going to grab a chip brush that I have blue on it, so let's make a blue sky today. So basically I dip into my linseed oil and then I just kind of grab some of the blue like that. And the linseed oil helps it move on the canvas, okay? Just like that. Look at that. Get some more paint. You don't really, I just put a dab of paint there and it's probably going to be enough to do our blue sky. So we'll come down across like this, and maybe we'll have a white clouds up on top because I want it maybe to be a winter scene. So now with that same brush, just dip into some white, and you already got blue on it. See how it's mixing blue with the white up there? And these will kind of be like clouds up in there. Just lay your paint on loosely like I'm doing. We're going to blend this all in, so it'll look good. Don't cover your blue up though with white. Just go around it. Just like that. Let's bring this down here with little titanium white. You still have blue on your brush, so it'll make it like a light blue coming down around our mountain. It also look like clouds. More white. Just like that. Let's grab a little blue and white and put it down here under your mountain, so we have some kind of paint to lay down on top of our mountain, an undercoat here. All right, it looks good. I like that. Let's grab a brush now that you use for blending and wipe it off. And let's blend the blue outwards. Blend your blue first into the white. Blend the blue and then come downwards. Just barely blend your white because we're gonna run some more clouds. Just blend it in like that. Very loosely, very quickly. Leave that blue spot in the middle. Let's see how that looks. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm gonna do the mountain now so we can kind of see where we're gonna put our clouds. So with your palette knife, grab a little bit of the black. I've never used this paint before, so I mean, if you're watching the video, then it came out pretty good, because I'm just trying to demonstrate how you can use cheaper oil paint for landscapes with the technique I use. You don't have to buy expensive oil paint, right? So we'll see what happens when we get into that sap green. I'm usually particular about the type of sap green I use, but maybe the sap green will be okay. We'll find out. I usually put black in my sap green anyway because that indicates that that tree's in the shade. So when you put black into a color, that looks good. Let me stand back and look at that. It looks good. Yeah, when you put black into a pure color, that indicates that item that you made is in the shade, whatever you made. So now let's I'm blending my mountain in here, trying to keep some of these darker spots alive up there. So far this oil paint seems to be working okay, so I kind of like it. Maybe a good test will be when we do the clouds, but let's run some snow on those mountains now. I've never used this white either, so let's follow the ridge today. Get up here on the left side of your peak and follow the angle of your mountain and just pull the white to the right. Same thing over here on this one. Just pull it to the right. Let's put a little more snow here underneath that, and maybe some underneath that to make this mountain appear maybe straight at us. Let's wiggle some snow in here. Seems to be working okay for if you guys got like a friend that's always wanted to try painting. You could get some of these chip brushes at Michael's and a canvas and that paint kit I just showed you, and I think they'd be able to paint a landscape. I'm not sure you'd be able to do like a portrait or anything with it, but I'm trying to mix some blue now with some gray to get my shadow color. Everywhere I put white up there on the mountain, I want to put a darker color now. So we're trying to create a 3D effect here on our mountain. Just pull a little bit of that color left of your snow. Pull it to the left. You don't have to cover all your dark colors in here. Sometimes if you leave it in, it gives the mountain more character there. So just pull in our shade color left of our snow. You don't even have to touch the snow, just come up right next to it and then pull this grayish blue color to create some 3D effects up there on a two-dimensional canvas. Wow, this paint's actually working good. I don't know if it's because I'm taking my time, but it seems to be okay. We'll find out when we do our clouds here in a second. But like I said, if you're watching the video, then everything came out okay. I'm just blending a little bit of the mountain in here to lighten it up, to make it look more in the distance All right, let's run some clouds and see what happens. We already have some clouds that look like they're clouds in here already, right? So all this white can be clouds bellowing up and around. So maybe we just need to highlight some of the ends of it. Let's try that first. Dip your brush into your linseed oil and tap into some white. What we'll do, I think I'm going to start with a few small clouds down here and see what happens. Just going to tap in the top of a cloud here and some more paint. Let's have one over here. We'll just make small ones today because, like I said, all this white already kind of looks like clouds to me. Maybe we can highlight some of these coming in from here. Just a little bit across our blue, not too much, okay? I don't want to ruin the blue inside there. Now wipe your brush off and kind of pull some of the white down to shape that cloud. Just a little bit, just to make it look like a cloud. And we're going to blend it a little bit. We're just going to barely blend it though, because tapping out the top there. Let me get my blender brush. Now very lightly, just on the bottom of your cloud. And I mean very lightly, not too much, okay? We don't want to blend the cloud away. Just on the bottom. Leave the top of the cloud because the value will stay bright up there, and we'll have different values up in the clouds then. See how it looks whiter here and here and here? Let's see how that looks. All right, I kind of like that. I'm going to leave it because I like the way the blue looks in there with these clouds. Also, we're going to have trees over here and maybe here, so let's get started on our layout now. I haven't even mixed my sap green and black yet. So what I do, I'll take some sap green and just put a little black in it. Maybe I'd say 3/4 sap green and then 1/4 black, just to darken that green up a bit, because we can always lighten it very easily by adding a yellow or white to it. But I want it to appear black on there. So I'm mixing sap green and black. All right, dipping into my linseed oil, tapping on my brush. What I'm going to do is just kind of push in the trees in the back right now. Just like that, and I'm going to bring it, these are going to come down here like this, and we're going to fill all this in now with, get some more paint, fill this in with your sap green and black. These are all going to be trees here on the side. Just push the paint into the canvas like this. Just push it into it. Push, push, so you get different textures in there, okay? Just like that. Now with your, get a small fan brush. This is, I'm trying not to talk loud because I have the microphone in here today. I don't want to blast your ears. I think this is a number 2. With the fan brush, get in here and pull the tops up. to make it look like trees back there, okay? Very small back here though. We want it to look like these are going into the distance back here. So these you can make a little taller. And just create some, you can even brush down here to get some different texture in here, okay? Let's see how that looks. Yeah, you can kind of see the green now. It's not all black, see? It's a mixture of black and sap green, so you'll get all these different highlights. All right, I like that. I kind of like that. Let's do our foreground down here. Dip into your sap green and black, and let's just push on what would be some bushes right here on the right corner. Just push it into the canvas like this. Push it in. We want a different texture in there. Just like that. And now get your bigger fan brush, number 6, all right? And we're gonna put a big couple trees over here. Not too high, I don't want to get into this sky here, but right about here. Dip into your linseed oil, grab some of your sap green and black mixture, and let's make a tree right here. Put one just underneath that mountain. What I do, I'll tap down my trunk, and halfway I'll pull it down, okay? And now I either tap these on or brush them on or push them on. Since we're pushing the paint on today, I'm going to keep it consistent and actually just push into the painting with the corner of the brush. From the middle, I'm working my way out. Turn your brush to get more paint. You're pushing in and then coming down lower each time and get some more paint. And as you're doing that, you're getting wider at the bottom. Just push into the painting. Come lower each time, okay? To create these branches. Then once you're down here, you can adjust them, okay? The way you want them. I kind of like that. That looks good. It's an easy way to make a evergreen tree. There's so many different styles. We'll get into them on my next videos, but on this one, we're just doing it like this. Because I think we're going to put snow on here. Let's do one right behind it. So the idea of putting it behind it, you want it a little smaller. So tap in your trunk. It's actually behind that tree. It's going to be a little smaller. You won't have to come all the way down. So same thing, we're going to push our branches on. Just push into the painting and only fill it in on the left side here, because we want this one to be in front of it, okay? Just like that. Get your knife, run your knife into the paint, and then straight up to make a tree top. That looks good. I really like that. Let's put some bushes down here. We're gonna run snow under here, and maybe we'll have some bushes out here in the middle. A few. Just put a few bushes right in the middle here. We'll run snow underneath there. Let's grab our 1.5-inch chip brush and get some white on it now. We'll run our snow. Dip into your white. I shouldn't have put that bush there yet, but what we'll do, we'll run this snow underneath these trees, just above your bushes, and run it to the right. Just run white across the painting. You could pick up some of the tree color on the tree like that, so it gives us some color out there in the snow, okay? I'm going to hit these bushes and I'll have to redo them, but let's run our snow. Come up to your trees and pull it. Pick up some of the tree color back there and create some snow drifts back there like this. Okay. Pull it out. Don't be careful. We want it to look loose, okay? Now in this bush here, grab some more white and let's pull it this way underneath that color. Pull it to the left. Now we'll retap those bushes in. Let's fill this in with that color. Let's fill it in here. We'll have to readjust our bushes. That's all right. It's giving us some color here though. Very good. See how that looks like snow back there now? Looks cool. Let's finish tapping these bushes in here again. Just like that. Just some bushes out there. And now we can go underneath it again with your brush. Just underneath it, pull it to the left. And to the right if you want, to create a hill right there. See how that works? Let's pull some of the color out. Alright, so we need something down here, a bush, so we can put some snow over here. So let's just brush in a bush here, like this, okay? Just a small bush with your fan brush. Grab some titanium white, and now we're going to pull some snow over underneath this bush. Fill this all in with white, okay? Right up to your bushes. Pull the color out. Fill this all in with white. It's mixing with the sap green a bit, but it looks good. We put some color in the snow there. There you go. Snow is easy to do. See how I created the bush and then I pulled the white right underneath it? See how cool that looks? All right, let's put some snow on our trees and bushes here. I'll show you how to do that. Get your fan brush. I need a new paper towel. Get your fan brush and wipe the sap green and black off. Let me see what I'm running at. 23 minutes, not too bad. I think this paint's working good, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to post this video for people that want to give art a try, see if they like it. Let's do this tree first since it's in the front. Just come down here and push white on the right side of the tree. Just push it in there all the way down. You could do some of these branches over here because we hit them. Let's put some white over here as well to make snow on that tree, okay? This is the one in the front. Now let's do the back one. Get some more white on your fan brush. Just tap on the right side only. We want to give that tree dimension, so leave some of the dark color behind it so you get a 3D effect. Now with these bushes, I'm going to use a chip brush to highlight it with snow. And I'm just going to, let me retap some of these bushes so we got some cool tops on them. Just like that. All right, now with your white, you're just going to put a little snow on the top of these. Just like that. Not the whole bush, just the top part of it on the right side. And then you might have some smaller bushes underneath that you can create by putting a little white down there. All right, I'm excited. This looks good. I got a new liner brush, believe it or not. I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. It's actually made for oil paint. The one I was using before was like a liner brush you use for acrylic. I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to dip the tip in linseed oil and get some black on it and see if it makes twigs. Looks like it's going to work. Looks like I'm going to have to break it in, but run a few twigs out of your bushes here. Just go in all different directions. Around your trees, in between your trees. It's picking up the color that's already laid down, so that's all I'm doing. Run a few twigs out of here. All right, guys, give this one a try. Let's see if I can paint a bird with this new liner brush. We'll put one down here. Put some up here. Pretty good. I'll give this guy a buddy. I like it. You can also shade these, put snow on these bushes and all there if you want. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Maybe because I like the green showing up in there. But there you go, guys. That's that oil paint I used from Michael's brand. It's called Artist Loft. So I did this oil painting with the Artist Loft brand oil. It came out pretty good. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.